Welcome to the Explainer. Get ready, because today we're stepping right back into this incredibly rich anime-inspired sci-fi universe. It's a world where the rigid foundation of traditional finance is violently colliding with the unstoppable force of digital currency. Today, we're going to break down the opening chapter of the Satoshi's Journey's highly anticipated third season, EPO1, The Seven Scales of Mind.
Okay, let's dive into this. If we rewind just a bit to the intense finale of Season 2, remember we saw Satoshi looking right at his companion, Alicea, telling her to pack her bags. Why? Because the impending clash against central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, isn't just some basic economic shift. As the quote clearly states, it's not just about money. It is quite literally a war for humanity, a battle for true freedom.
Now, Satoshi, he's undeniably brilliant, right? But he's also famously, well, a bit lazy. So instead of sitting down and lecturing Elisa himself, he tosses 500 sats to his robotic AI companion, BitDra, to do all the heavy lifting. And what we get next is this incredible data download. BitDra projects this glowing hologram of truth to explain the hidden hierarchy of intelligence and control in our world.
BitDra lays out the 7 scales of mind overview. Level 1, Sleeper. Level 2, Mimic. Level 3, Fox. Level 4, Lion. Level 5, Puppeteer, Level 6, Architect, and Level 7, the Void. Now, the crucial takeaway here is that this isn't just some basic IQ test or a measure of how many books you've read. It's a literal pyramid detailing how people control or are controlled by the systemic game of life. Moving up these scales doesn't just mean gaining raw knowledge, you actually have to actively strip away societal illusions layer by layer. Let's look at the foundation.
And this brilliantly illustrates the trap most of the population completely falls into. Down at the very bottom, we have the Level 1 Sleeper. This is the massive majority who blindly follow the state's script without ever stopping to ask why. Right above them, the Level 2 Mimic. Honestly, these are your fake intellectuals. They parrot textbooks and desperately seek constant validation. But it's all built on a completely hollow ego. They know the words, but they definitely don't hear the music.
Moving up, we hit Level 3, the Fox. Now this is where a person finally gains some real agency. A fox clearly sees the world as a game of profit, loss, and negotiation. Think of your cunning traders or really clever opportunists. They're incredibly smart at sniffing out loopholes. But here's the catch. They're fundamentally limited because at the end of the day, they are still only playing by rules that someone else created.
Next, we jump up to the real heavy hitters. At Level 4, we have the Lion. These aren't just players, they are visionary rule makers. They take massive risks to force entirely new paradigms into existence. But if we jump ahead to Level 6, we find the Architect. Architects don't just make rules, they actually design the entire societal cage we all live in. It's a completely neutral, calculated design. They are the central bankers, the creators of programmable money operating on a massive long-term timeline.
So you might be wondering, who sits right in the middle, perfectly wedged between the brave lions and the calculating architects? Well, that's the Level 5 Puppeteer. These are your giant whales, the mega funds. They operate strictly from the shadows using soft power, and they manipulate the board so flawlessly that the people they're controlling actually believe they're making their own free choices. It's wild.
Notice how BitDra transforms here, shifting from a simple little futuristic sphere into this formidable dragon. It's a perfect metaphor for what happens as we ascend this pyramid. The stakes escalate exponentially. We completely transition from individuals who are merely playing a game to immense entities holding absolute, systemic control over humanity.
Which brings us to the absolute apex of the pyramid. Level 7, the Void, and true freedom. To reach that ultimate void state, you have to adapt perfectly to literally any situation, completely free from ego. Hearing all this, Elisa naturally asks Satoshi, "Are you the Void?" And here's where we get this massive character reveal. Satoshi just smirks and actually rejects the absolute highest label. He says, "I am a sleeping lion, but if disturbed, I will rise and break the architect's cage." He just wants to rest, but it's a chilling warning to those Level 6 architects. Do not disturb his sleep with your oppressive systems, or he'll tear the whole cage down. It is absolutely a brilliant setup for the clash to come. So, before we wrap up this explainer, I want you to do a quick audit of yourself. Try to strip away the illusions for a second. Which level of this system do you honestly inhabit right now? Are you a sleeper, a fox, or maybe, are you a lion? Something to really think about. Bro titam EP, suntutu, panta sanya heng kwam wang plau. The Void's Awakening. You absolutely won't want to miss it.